Welcome to today's video. Just a quick recent event update discussion video about the incident with the Wave plugins. I just have it up here. Their apology because they screwed up big time. Took them just one day to go back to normal. Before we get fully into it, as you might know, I got a new project against the AI with a new song coming up called Cosmos. If you want to go check it out, it's linked down below in the description. If you want to support me, you can pre-order it. And for all the people that support me as a thank you, you'll get a free sample pack, 3.2 gigabytes worth of the samples that I use for my music. Everything is in the description. Just send me the invoice to the email and you'll receive it right away. Now let's get into that incident with the Wave plugins. It makes me angry, big time angry. Because to be fully honest, I'm already angry at Waves for a while. Like my personal history with them, if you will, is back in the days, they made really good, amazing plugins. Some of them you just had to have because certain things you could only do with their stuff. Nowadays, there are amazing alternatives by small companies, big companies. Like there's nothing they really make that is a must-have where you don't have an alternative. And then, I don't know, like 2 years ago, I bought some stuff, Black Friday, of course. And that's the first thing I have to critique. Their plugins are expensive. They were always expensive. And Black Friday, they made sales like 90% down, which I don't really understand. I mean, if a company makes a Black Friday sale and it's like 25% off, 50% off, okay. But 90% and then bundles, it feels a little like a scam already for the people that buy it any other day than Black Friday. I don't get it. I like companies that are just straight and they never make a sale or maybe a slight sale, but 90% just feels kind of weird. I'm very sorry for everyone that buys any kind of plugin not during Black Friday. And then the thing that actually made me delete all of their plugins was that I spent on Black Friday a couple hundred, got some plugins, used them for a year. Then I switched to the new MacBook, the M1, and all of a sudden, they don't really work anymore. Usually, companies give you an update for free. They don't. You have to subscribe to get updates. And they update all of their plugins every year. And the updates aren't real updates. They just put V11, V12 behind it and call it an update. There is no new feature, like nothing ever changes about them. The same thing. Some of their plugins are like 10 years exactly the same. Just make new versions to make new versions, so you have to upgrade. And every once in a while, if the Mac OS changes, the old plugins just don't run anymore on the new machines. You need the update. The M1 update is necessary. So I can't get it unless I spend for a subscription for 1 year that is almost as high as the initial amount that I paid for the plugins, which feels like a forced subscription just to keep where I already invested money into it. And it feels, to me personally, it feels like a scam. I can understand if it's straight up a subscription, you pay, you get something per month, same as Netflix or Spotify, that's fine. They were always subscriptions, that's okay. But here you buy something and you already invested money into it, and to keep it afloat, to keep the plugins usable, you need to pay again. Not good, not cool. So with the new M1 Max, I decided to not use any of their plugins anymore, and I don't regret it. Again, there are great alternatives out there. The built-in plugins of your DAW are usually covering 80% of the stuff you need. Then you get some additional synthesizers, some additional plugins here and there, and you're fine. Now, just a couple of days ago, they topped all of this, and that's also why I make this video. I always wanted to make a video because I just hate how they deal with things, but this one was just like the icing. It just was too much. They now removed all of the plugins everyone ever bought, like the perpetual plugins, and basically introduced an only subscription model, which is a scam again. Like everyone that ever bought a plugin now had to basically subscribe to keep their plugins still usable. which is weird. I mean, if they would have like sent out an email to everyone, hey, we're introducing this new subscription model. If you want to switch, you can switch now. And since you already paid for those plugins, you get it for a 1 year half price, or you get the first year for free because you spent 2,000 or 3,000 on plugins. That would have been fair, kind of. And you still need to give people a choice. But the backlash online was so huge. Big artists said that's that's ridiculous, and it really is. So Waves now apologized. They did a U-turn, went back, and now they're offering both. Let me check like the statement. I mean, if you want to, you can pause, read it in full, but it's like the usual PR, we're sorry. But it also kind of reads like, we knew you would be upset, but we didn't think you'd be so upset. So that's why we're going back. It feels like a scam again. They're just trying to squeeze out more money. They're trying to kind of eliminate the products people already spent money on and should own, to sell again to the same customers, the same plugins that just got an update by naming it V12, V13, or whatever the Wave plugins are on right now. So yeah, I'm happy I got rid of all of them. I personally think you should do the same, because a company that pulls off something like this, even if they're now going back, I don't know what to expect in the future. I rely on the plugins that I use for my music production. I sometimes mix and master for other people. I do my own stuff, and in 1 or 2 years, I might want to go back, make a new version. And if plugins are missing, it just doesn't really work. So just to be safe for the time you spent creating the music, I would just neglect all of the Wave stuff. That's at least me moving on forward. Let me know what you think about this situation. Will you use their plugins again? Do you still have plugins of them? What do you think about this entire situation? I really lost my trust already years ago. And this situation right here just confirms that 100%. It's a company that is greedy, scammy, and I'm out. Anyways, thanks a lot for watching. Again, if you want to check out the new song, it's linked down below in the description. Any support, highly appreciated. And now back to music making.